Listen up, Rams house. We are staring down the barrel of a defining offseason. While the rest of the league is sleeping, things are moving fast in Los Angeles, and you need to pay attention right now. We have front office maneuvers that signal a massive shift in philosophy, a veteran quarterback situation that is about to crumble, and a terrifying threat looming in the NFC West that could change the power dynamic for years. This isn't just news, this is the blueprint for our future. Buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything for the Los Angeles Rams.
Sources confirmed that the Los Angeles Rams executed a stealthy maneuver this past Sunday, finalizing a contract with a new assistant coach whose identity signals a massive shift in long-term philosophy. This isn't just a standard hire. Insiders tell me this is a calculated move designed specifically to fortify the organization for a championship run in the 2026 season. The Rams are playing the long game. We know Sean McVay's coaching tree is the most poached in the NFL, having lost Raheem Morris, Kevin O'Connell, and Zach Taylor to head coaching jobs. This hire is a direct response to that brain drain, placing a premium on intellectual continuity within the building. They are stacking talent in the coach's room just like they stack talent on the roster. Now, let me tell you what this really means, because looking at the raw data isn't enough. This is about pure, unadulterated arrogance in the best possible way. The Los Angeles Rams are looking at the rest of the league and saying, "We are smarter than you, and we are going to prove it." You don't make a hire focused on 2026 unless you have supreme confidence in your foundation today. This is chess while everybody else is out there playing checkers. The audacity to plan 3 years down the road shows me a franchise that refuses to accept the concept of a rebuilding window. They are reloading. Les Snead and Sean McVay are weaponizing their sidelines. When you bring in a tactical mind to sit in the shadows and develop, you are giving Matthew Stafford and Puka Nacua an edge that shows up on Sundays in ways the camera doesn't catch. It is about preparation. It is about detail. The margin for error in the National Football League is microscopic. One blown assignment, one bad play call, and you are going home. By adding this specific brainpower now, the Rams are insulating themselves against failure. They are telling their fans that they are obsessed with excellence. I love this move because it screams stability. In a league defined by chaos and turnover, the Rams are buying insurance for their culture. They are ensuring that the standard remains the standard. Do not overlook the significance of this. This assistant isn't just holding a clipboard. They are being groomed to take over when the next coordinator gets hided away. It is succession planning at an elite level. This is how dynasties sustain themselves. They don't wait for the roof to leak. They fix it while the sun is shining. It is proactive, it is brilliant, and it is exactly why this team remains a contender. But even with the coaching staff looking bulletproof, we have to pivot to a situation that is far less stable. While the brains on the sideline are secured, the depth chart on the field is about to take a massive hit at the most critical position in the sport, leaving the offense vulnerable.
If you want to stay ahead of the curve and get these exclusive Rams updates before the mainstream media catches up, you need to hit that subscribe button right now. Don't be a casual fan. Join the inner circle today. Let's transition immediately to the quarterback room, because the news here is concerning. Veteran backup Jimmy Garoppolo is scheduled to become an unrestricted free agent, and my sources indicate that he is almost certainly leaving Los Angeles. The market for quarterbacks is incredibly volatile right now. Desperate teams are willing to pay a premium for experience, and Garoppolo fits the mold of a bridge starter or a high-end safety net. The Rams, dealing with their own salary cap matrix, simply cannot match the offers he will likely receive on the open market. This creates a significant vacancy behind Matthew Stafford. We must acknowledge the reality here. Stafford is tough, but he has an extensive injury history. Losing a competent, proven backup like Jimmy G is a strategic blow to the roster's integrity. Now, I need to speak from the heart, because this terrifies me. You cannot go into an NFL season without a viable plan B at quarterback. It is negligent. It is a disaster waiting to happen. We saw what happened in the past when the Rams didn't have a reliable arm to step in. The offense collapsed. It was unwatchable football. Letting Jimmy Garoppolo walk might make sense financially, but it is a massive gamble with the fate of the entire season. If Stafford goes down for 3 or 4 games, who is stepping in? Stetson Bennett? A rookie? In the NFC West, you are asking to get slaughtered. This division has pass rushers that eat young quarterbacks for breakfast. Nick Bosa is not going to take it easy on a practice squad guy. Losing Jimmy G removes the veteran presence in that locker room. It removes the calmness in the huddle. It puts immense, unfair pressure on Les Snead to find a miracle in the bargain bin. And don't tell me next man up applies here. Quarterback is different. It is the engine of the car. If you replace a Ferrari engine with a lawnmower, you aren't winning the race. The Rams are playing a dangerous game of chicken with the most vital position in sports. This exit forces the organization to potentially burn a draft pick on a quarterback when they desperately need help on defense. It alters the entire draft strategy. You have to pivot. You have to scramble.
This isn't just a roster move, it is a stress test for the front office. We are trading a known commodity for a giant question mark. And in the NFL, question marks get people fired. Question marks lead to losing seasons. I understand the business side, but the football side is screaming for caution. We need stability, and we are voluntarily walking into uncertainty. However, as much as the backup quarterback situation is a headache, there is a much larger, darker storm gathering outside our building. A superstar player has suddenly become available, and the implications for the Rams are absolutely terrifying.
This is the story that changes the entire landscape of the National Football Conference. Tyreek Hill is suddenly available on the market due to a contract dispute, and the ripple effects are already hitting the West Coast. Insiders are buzzing with reports that a direct NFC West rival, sources point towards a team with ample cap space like the Cardinals or a desperate contender, has expressed serious interest in acquiring him. The mere possibility of Tyreek Hill landing in the division forces the Los Angeles Rams to reconsider every single aspect of their defensive strategy. Our secondary has been a work in progress, relying on youth and scheme. Adding the most explosive player in NFL history to a rival's roster is a catastrophic variable. From a front office perspective, this creates immediate leverage issues. Do the Rams enter the bidding war just to block him? Do they allocate funds to sign a premier cornerback to match up? This is a logistical nightmare. Stephen A. Smith mode engaged. This is a code red emergency. We are talking about the cheetah. We are talking about a man who changes the geometry of the football field. If Tyreek Hill comes to the NFC West, the Rams are in immediate danger. You cannot guard this man with a standard zone coverage. He runs a 4.2 and destroys angles. If he pairs up with a rival quarterback, our defense is going to be running sprints for 60 minutes straight. This is psychological warfare. The Rams cannot sit back and be neutral. Neutrality is for losers. If we let a weapon of mass destruction land in our backyard, we deserve to lose the division. Les Snead needs to be on the phone right now. Drive up the price, sabotage the deal, do whatever it takes. The availability of a player like this is a litmus test for our ambition. Are we the hunters or the hunted? Right now, with this news looming, we look like prey, and I won't like that feeling one bit. It is disrespectful to our defense to not address this threat with maximum aggression. If a rival gets him, the balance of power shifts instantly. We are fighting for playoff positioning, and one player can tilt the scale. We saw what he did in Miami. We saw what he did in Kansas City. Do you want to see that twice a year? Absolutely not. This news forces our hand. We have to be bold. The domino effect here touches every decision from free agency to the draft. The threat level just went through the roof. This is not a drill. This is the toughest division in football, potentially getting a nuclear option. We must respond with force, or we will be left watching the playoffs from the couch while Tyreek Hill dances in our end zone. The front office must wake up and realize that the ground has shifted beneath our feet.
This is where the rubber meets the road. We have a coaching staff looking at 2026, a backup quarterback walking out the door, and the most dangerous receiver in the game potentially joining our enemies. The front office is at a crossroads, and the decisions made in the next few weeks will define this franchise for the next 5 years. I need to know where you stand. Should the Rams break the bank to stop a rival from getting Tyreek Hill, or do we trust the system and focus on internal development? Drop your take in the comments because I read everything. We are in this together. Rams House. Stay loud, stay passionate, and keep your eyes on the prize.